Hello, children. Let's begin our chapter number 6, Growing Food. In the previous lesson, you have learned about the importance of food. We all need food to grow. It gives us energy to perform various activities. Now, green plants are called producers. Why they are called producers? Because they used to produce their own food, and they provide food to all other living beings also. Our next topic is farming in India. India is an agricultural country, and nearly 70% of the population of India lives in villages, and their main occupation is agriculture. There are various types of farming. First one is commercial farming. Commercial means the farmers used to grow large quantity of food crops in their large farmlands. They used to sell in the market also, and in this type of farming the food is grown in surplus to sell in the market to earn profit. This is called commercial farming. Next is subsistence farming. It is just in contrast to commercial farming. In this type of farming, small farmers used to grow in a small areas, small fields, so that they can manage to raise enough food to meet the needs of their family members. They just used to grow so that they can meet the basic survival needs of the people. Next is mixed farming. Mixed farming means some farmers have very large fields that can be used to grow crops, as well as they used to rear animals also, like goats and cows. They used to do both the kind of farming, means they used to grow crops also, and they used to rear the animals too. This is a mixed farming. Now, crop production. Crop means, what is the meaning of crop? When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. For example, paddy. Paddy means like crop of rice. It is called paddy. The plants are grown in a field of rice, and all the plants are of the same type of crop. The climatic condition of India vary from one place to another. Hence, a variety of crops are grown in different parts of our country. Basically, there are three types of crops grown in our country. Firstly is the Kharif crop, secondly is the Rabi crop, and lastly is the Z crop. Let's have a view on Kharif crop. The crop which are grown in the rainy season from June to September are called Kharif crop. For example, in our Chhattisgarh also, we used to grow Kharif crop. Mostly paddy, groundnut, cotton, maize, soya bean, etc. are the type of Kharif crop. Secondly is Rabi crop. These crops are grown in winter season from October to March. These are called Rabi crops. For example, wheat, pea, mustard, gram, linseed, etc. Thirdly is the Z crop. Z crops are grown for a very short period of time. They are grown between the harvest of Rabi and the sowing of Kharif crop. In the mid of Rabi and Kharif crop, the time that is being utilized to grow Z crops. They are seasonal fruits and vegetables. Next topic is, what are the stages of crop production? The cultivation of crop involves a series of activities. Some activities are being performed to grow and to cultivate a crop, to produce a crop. These activities are known as agricultural practices. There are so many types of practices being done for production of crop. Firstly, in this picture you can see, firstly is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil means the soil get hardened, so the farmer used to lose it and turn the soil, turning of soil is called tilling or plowing. The plowing is being done with the help of plow or tractors. Why it is being done? It is done so that it allows deep penetration of roots. It helps in the growth of earthworm and microbe. Nutrient rich soil comes back to the top, which benefit the growth of the plants. Secondly is sowing of seeds. Good quality healthy seeds are selected to sow. They are sown at a distance to prevent their overcrowding. Nowadays, farmers use high yielding variety of seeds developed by scientists. They are disease resistant and they so that their crop will grow with high yields. Third step is adding manure and fertilizer. Yes, manure and fertilizer are being added to soil to add nutrient to it. Why these are added? They are added for healthy growth of plants. They are added because growing crops continuously makes the soil nutrient deficient. They lack nutrients, so extra adding of manure and nutrients will increase the nutrient in the soil, which will result in a proper production of crops. Fertilizers replenish the soil with nutrients. Next is irrigation. As you all know, water is important for proper growth of crops. So, extra supply of water to the crops by artificial means at a regular interval is called irrigation. So, there are various sources of irrigation like well, tube well, pond, river, lakes, dams and canals, and so many methods are being applicable like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, canal watering, etc. Next topic is harvesting. Harvesting means cutting and gathering of crop after they get mature. The crop are being pulled out and cut to the ground. They can be used either manually. In this picture you can see a man is cutting or harvesting the crop, and this can be also done with the help of harvesters. Threshing and winnowing. It is a process of loosening the edible part of the crop from the scaly unedible chaff that surround the crop. It can be also done with the help of machine or manually. Next is winnowing. Winnowing means to separate the lighter particle of dirt and chaff so that we get the crop. Storage. Now it is the most important part. The harvested crop need to be kept safe from moisture, insect, rats, so they should be stored safely. They are dried in the sun to reduce moisture. Then the farmers used to store the jute bags or in metallic bins. Large scale storage of grains are done in silos, and granaries are being there to protect them from pests. Next is assistance from government. With the changing time and requirement, the technique of agriculture have also changed. So the farmer need financial assistance for modern agricultural practices. To improve the life of farmer, the government used to take some steps. Some agriculture loans are made easily available in low interest rate. Adequate irrigation facilities are being provided to them. Good quality seeds, like in this picture you can see soil health card is being made by the government, so that the farmers used to purchase good quality of seed, fertilizer, machines, etc. in subsidized rates. Lastly, the topic is Bengal famine. Famine is an extreme shortage of food due to many natural causes such as earthquake, cyclone. You have already learned, you are well known about this, all this causes, natural calamities in previous chapters. Cyclone, droughts, floods, etc. or less rainfall. It can also occur with man-made causes. The most worst man-made famine in the Bengal is Bengal famine. It happened in 1943 during the Second World War. India was under the British rule. During this time, the Britishers were afraid of the fact that the Japanese would invade India through Bengal. Therefore, they planned to burn the rice field. The whole rice field were burned in Bengal, and why this is done? So that the Japanese army will be left with nothing to eat. They will have nothing to eat. They also stopped the supply of grain to Bengal. So this no food distribution for common man, due to which almost 3 million people in Bengal died of starvation, malnutrition and disease. So it was a man-made calamity. Here ends your chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.